Today on the channel, the Grapplers and Gimmicks line rolls on with two of my all-time favorites, Lord Alfred Hayes and Sean Mooney.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Grapplers and Gimmicks Retro Wrestling unboxing and review. And today, we got a double dose of announcers with Lord Alfred Hayes and Sean Mooney. But of course, for all your Grapplers and Gimmicks needs, grapplersgimmicks.com. Head over there, pick these ones up. There's a lot of figures releasing right now as I'm filming this, all available over there, and some really exciting things as we're going to have a few more videos with these Grapplers and Gimmicks here with this new latest wave of a lot of characters that really feel like they could have fit in back in the Hasbro days, and I'm very, very excited to unbox these two right here. And I can see some people saying, I'm not too excited about announcers, but man, if you were a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, I guess no different than growing up today, but maybe I put myself in little Kyle's mind back then. The announcers were a massive part of the show. They're always a massive part, but the Mean Genes, the Vince, the Jesse, the Bobby Heenans, the Gorillas, the Sean Mooneys, and the Lord Alfred Hayes, there was just something about it, something magical, something comforting to a little kid with a familiar voice listening into these kind of things. And nothing against the Michaels, Coles, and Excaliburs, and you name it, if here today, but they don't hold a candle to the time growing up as a kid. And I think that's maybe you're just a little kid, that's the way it is. I'm sure some of the new people calling matches and stuff a little bit more technical, a little bit better, but there was something special, and I don't know if you had to be there then, or maybe there's a little 7-year-old kid that loves the sweet sounds of Lord Alfred Hayes in this day and age. Who knows? But I'm very excited to get these two that felt like they could have been in the Hasbro age all these years later. So very exciting, where maybe it's not exciting to everybody, but these are two of the ones I've been looking forward to the most from Grapplers and Gimmicks, if you can believe that. But I know one thing you will believe, especially if you watched this channel before, it's how we're going to do this unboxing. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we're going to go Sean Mooney first, and we're going to save the best for last with Lord Alfred Hayes secondly. But here it is, old Sean Mooney. What does that say? With the Mooney salt. Oh my gosh, I love that kind of stuff. I love the little corny jokes like that. And some people say maybe this channel is a corny joke. I don't know. My wife does from time to time. But I absolutely love that. That feels very Hasbro-like, feels like what it would have been. But I don't think Sean Mooney had a chance at all to get a Hasbro back in the day. I don't think they were taking that chance, but over at Grapplers and Gimmicks, they're taking the chance with old Sean Mooney. Got the big G up there, of course, a hallmark to the Grapplers and Gimmicks. Tough packaging. He's not sliding off the card. Glamour over there. And then you got Sean Mooney, I guess a cartoony artwork edition there. Very Hasbro packaging in the bluish kind of background and the red. Always looking very good. On the back, of course, you got a little bit of cross-sell action. A lot of gibber, a lot of jabber. Grapplersandgimmicks.com. You do get the big G once again over there. And then you do got Sean Mooney. Looking good, though. Looking good. I like what I see. Very, very fun. Very cool. But I'm going to bust him out of the package. He does come with a microphone. Oh my gosh, and I wish these were easier. That's one of my big gripes with this, and that's a pretty good gripe to have. I think they would rather have that gripe than others. That, man, they're so hard to get off the package, and I want to keep it as clean as possible, as I love to save the backing cards here. Can I do it? Can I do it? And unfortunately, the Sean Mooney name always comes off. Oh, I've done better. I've done worse. I've done better. See you later. Goodbye. I've done better. But there it is. Sean Mooney. I'll keep this card close to my heart. See you later. Goodbye. Now, we do get a little microphone here. I don't have Kurt Fuller to compare to, but I would have to imagine same microphone. You got to get the most out of your microphone molds. All in black. Nothing here, but you need a microphone for a guy like Sean Mooney at the old event center, of course. But now we got the Mooney here. I tell you what, right off the bat, I see this head sculpt. I know this is Sean Mooney. Now, Sean Mooney's one of those guys, I don't know if he comes up in everybody's casual conversation like mine. I mean, a dinner table every night. What do you guys think Sean Mooney's up to? That's what I ask my kids all the time. What do you think Sean Mooney's doing right now? And they look at me and they say, who's Sean Mooney? And I say, Emma, come on. You know Sean Mooney. Quit playing. And I know they're just teasing me. They know who he is. Everybody knows Sean Mooney. But I'm not sure if I would know right off the bat, if somebody just handed me this head on the street, if I was at the mall or something and said, hey, who is this? I'd be like, kind of surprised that somebody would do that to me, but I think this looks great for Sean Mooney. Maybe it's the whole package with the body, but I see Sean Mooney in this. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. I like the looks of it, and I really want an elite-style Sean Mooney. Mitch is coming out, of course, Grapplers and Gimmicks with more basic elite-style figures. I am just kind of salivating at him, thinking of, okay, could we get the Godwins? We know those are coming. Could we get Sean Mooney? Could we get Alfred Hayes? I really feel like we need those to mix in with our Mattel, so we'll have to stay tuned to that. But it is, of course, a lot of reuse, and that's the name of the game with all the toy lines. But looking good in this suit. Got the blue undershirt, got the red tie going on. You got the over jacket here like the announcers used to wear back in the day. It was very classy announcers back then when they wear those sport coats, of course. He does got that big G logo, and there was a lot of heat on that G logo there. Personally, I would prefer nothing to be there, but it does not ruin my figure right here. Obviously, the WWE logo would have been great to have. They obviously can't do that. We got to be realistic. But it doesn't upset me, and I understand what they're going for. They're trying to represent that in a different way, and I think if you're going to represent it with something, you might as well put the Grapplers and Gimmicks logo on there. It's all about branding at the end of the day, but it does look good. I like that Sean Mooney's got the "what you gonna do, brother" hands. I feel like there was a lot of times Sean Mooney was willing to about ready to snap. He was going to get physical with some people. I remember those early Monday Night Raws, him and Bobby Heenan outside. I think he was going to get physical on old Bobby, but I do like the pointer finger here. He does got the microphone hand, and he's got it kind of off to the side, like he's going to drop a sick rap battle or something like that. You do got the mic. It does, I was going to say, he's got a pretty big hand, and it's a pretty thin mic, and I don't know. I'm usually the opposite way. I got a really thick mic, but next to my hand, it looks so small. I mean, that's just what it is for me. Maybe you're different. Sean Mooney got a big hand, but a really small mic. I'm the exact opposite. A huge mic. It just looks so small next to my hand, but very difficult. It's not going to stay on, so you got to be careful. This is one of those ones that could get lost easily. I think I would have preferred more maybe a straight up and down, especially with the loose mic there. Maybe you could put a little sticky tack in there to hold it in, make it more secure. But it looks like he's cutting a promo, like he's an angry announcer. He's a heel announcer. He's pointing at somebody. He's off to the side instead of reporting the news like so. But still looks very, very nice. No holes in the feet, of course. Hassel Toy 2024. Got the brown pants going on. Just looking like your stereotypical 80s announcer. And Sean Mooney was one of the greats. Maybe doesn't go down in the histories of everything, but boy, when I think of the old event center, I think of one Sean Mooney. And when I think of promotional consideration paid for by the following,
promotional consideration paid for by the following.
I think of Lord Alfred Hayes, one of the all-time greats. Of course, old Judo Al Hayes back in the old Amarillo territory, causing ruckus with the Funks way back when. A journeyman wrestler that is really just remembered for his announcing, but had quite the career back before that. Lord Alfred Hayes, a guy we've never had a figure from, so very exciting here. And speaking of his wrestling career, I would love to see Grapplers and Gimmicks give us a wrestling gear Al Hayes. I don't know if it would sell very well. It might be a tough one, but if they could just get the most out of their molds, reuse this head, give it a basic body, maybe they could do something like that, because I just think a lot of people don't remember him as a wrestler, and I think it would be really cool to get a yin and yang, but I could be possibly the only one, so who knows. But man, excited for Lord Alfred Hayes. Of course, the announcer for the Bobby Heenan show, did play-by-play, just an all-around jack of all trades for the WWE back in the day, and so cool to get this in figure form. Like I said, a lot of excitement for me about these two figures, where on the surface doesn't seem too exciting, but if you're a longtime fan like I am, just very exciting here for old Lord Alfred Hayes. And there he is, looking good, looking like your crazy uncle is what he looks like right there. Of course, in the packaging, looking good. Got the Grapplers and Gimmicks logo once again. Should say ages 18 and up. Mark Summers always worried about the kids over there, and you told us the other day, Mark Summers, you hate kids, and you wanted everybody to know. Mark Summers, keep you guessing for sure. Lord Alfred Hayes with his finisher, the Tower of London. One of the greatest towers, of course. There it is. On the back, got the cross sell, got all that kind of stuff going on. A little jibber, a little jabber, grapplersgimmicks.com. Looking very good, and we're going to get him off the card as well. And I'm probably just going to destroy the card just like I did with Sean Mooney. Of course I am. Just give me fits. There it is. And that just tells you Kyle at the end of the day is a min on card collector. You just can't, though. If you have this many figures, you can't be min on card. You don't got enough room. Rules are rules. That's the way it goes. So there it is. But we're going to get old Lord Alfred Hayes, Judo Al Hayes, whatever you want to call him. He's ready to go. See you later. Goodbye. We get the exact same microphone. I wouldn't expect any different on that one there, so we do get that. And we get Lord Alfred Hayes looking very, very good. Very good. I want to compare it real quick. Losing microphones. Be careful on that. It is, I believe, the exact same body, same arms, same everything. Obviously, a different head, so you got to have a different head. And it is colored differently as far as the tie and the shirt underneath. And then the biggest difference, too, is the hand. So Lord Alfred Hayes, he's got the fist. Should have came with the judo chopping action is what he should have had. But we do got a different hand over there. But obviously, got to get the most out of your molds. I don't fault that at all for an announcer. This makes all the sense in the world to me. I see it all day long. So you do get the microphone. Once again, same microphone between them both. Same articulation between them both. Same pants, same shoes, same coat, everything. Just the differences in the tie and shirt. But man, once again, looks like Lord Alfred Hayes to me. Now this looks like early 80s Lord Alfred Hayes, not kind of later into the 80s and then early 90s. But it could mix in either way. But no doubt in my mind, this is Lord Alfred Hayes. You give me this whole thing, I know who this is. I love some Lord Alfred Hayes. Very, very fun. A very, very fun figure. I really enjoy both these figures here. Maybe more than the average Joe, that's for sure. But man, very, very cool to get Lord Alfred Hayes and Sean Mooney. Just speaking to my childhood heart here, right there. You just hang on every word of guys like this, and Mean Gene and Vince and Bobby, Gorilla, Jesse Ventura. Just meant so much, means so much in this figure here. So just a lot of fun. I hope it comes through in this video a little bit. A little comparison action right here. How about a little Mean Gene Okerlund? Giant Mean Gene. This is, of course, Mean Gene Burgers and Mean Gene's Pizza version of Mean Gene. He's been eating good in the neighborhood like a young guy going to Applebee's, I guess. But definitely towering over these. And that is really kind of the problem with the Mattel Retros. We love that they do them. We love that they come to business with. But man, they're just really getting lapped by the Grapplers and Gimmicks. The Epic toys, maybe the Title Run toys, the KWK, the Zombie Sailors. I'm more excited about their product than the Mattel stuff. And Mattel should be the big boy. They should be the modern day WCW where the big boys play. But I prefer the sizing and scaling of the Grapplers and Gimmicks to these Mattel Retro style. But smoke and mirrors, you can put Mean Gene with them. It's the announce crew right here. And speaking of Zombie Sailor, diving in over to him as well, you got Todd Pettengill. But I always say it with these Grapplers and Gimmicks, they feel more Hasbro-like than obviously the Mattel and obviously the Zombie Sailor. I feel like the Zombie Sailor, KWK, and Epic Toys is kind of this style, where the Grapplers and Gimmicks have their own style that is more closely related to the Hasbro style. That's just me and my opinion, but I love what we're getting from this line. I love how we're getting these figures on a pretty consistent clip. I do appreciate the hustle out there as a guy that hustles every single day all over the place. Very, very fun. So I've spoken enough about these two. What about you? You picking these two up? Did you pick these two up? What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and of course, TikTok. But of course, for Lord Alfred Hayes, Sean Mooney, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.